Santilli. Thanks. Well, Sidney Prescott and the crew, they returned to the big screen, making it their mission to unmask the new neighborhood killer. This morning, we, of course, are talking about Scream, the 5th installment of the franchise. Here now with his take on this latest release is film critic, co-host, and executive producer of Movie Show Plus, Tom Santilli. Good morning, Tom.
Hey, Jen, how's it going?
It's going great. Great as always to have you with us this morning.
Thank you.
January, unlike obviously the week and month before Christmas, January, it's always kind of a slow time for movies. And even if there isn't a pandemic, there's usually one highly anticipated film around this time. And I know that Scream has just hit theaters. Talk to us about your take.
Yeah, Scream is the big movie of January right now. You know, really up until now, the last month or so has been all about Spider-Man. So there's finally another kind of thing to make people go out, those who feel comfortable enough to go out to the theater to see Scream. This is the first Scream that is not directed by Wes Craven, of course, the legendary, horror master, died a few years back. But if people like Scream, this is my take on Scream. I didn't love it. I think as far as a Scream movie goes, it's not up to par what we expect. But I think it's good enough that a lot of people that love Scream, if you love this franchise, you're probably going to like this new movie. I didn't find that it was like sharp enough, right? Like when you go to see Scream, it's kind of like aware of itself, right? It's meta. Right. It's kind of making all these pokes at like the horror genre. This one seemed more like a wannabe, and it didn't really, it wanted to be a Scream movie really bad without really kind of being a good one. So there are some of the characters back. Neve Campbell is back, David Arquette, Courtney Cox. There's a lot of young talent that comes in. Jenna Ortega is an actress that stands out in this film. So there's a lot of good mixed with the bad, but overall I was kind of disappointed. So
if you take it outside of the Scream franchise and you watch it just like any other horror movie and it's not a Scream movie, would that make it better? Because the Scream movies, there's a very specific feel to them.
Yeah, I also was let down as a horror film. Yeah, there's a lot of repetition in this movie. And again, it's not like all bad. There's a couple cool sequences, a couple cool kills, if you will. But like, there's also a lot of like jump scares, the same kind of jump scares. Like a guy opens a refrigerator and closes it, and then there's like somebody standing there. And that happens like literally like 4 times in the movie.
And so, you either love that or you hate that, depending on what type of horror movie watcher you are. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. So to me, it was a little bit repetitive, but I think there's enough there where people will be satisfied with it.
Got it. So the last time you were on, you recommended some streaming options for those that maybe don't want to go out to the movie theaters right now. I know some people are still concerned with COVID. So are there any new series opening this week that people could stream right from their couch?
Yeah, and this is a comedy. Again, it's light, it's kind of silly, but it stars John Cena, and it's called Peacemaker. It's on HBO Max. It's a new series. Of course, it takes his character from the Suicide Squad movie and kind of, it's almost like a sequel to Suicide Squad, the most recent Suicide Squad. It's really goofy. It's really funny. In fact, the opening sequence of the series is John Cena doing like a dance routine. So if that sounds goofy and funny to you, you might like Peacemaker. It's on HBO Max. And also, I'd like to plug, this has been out for a little bit longer, but if you haven't yet seen Only Murders in the Building, I really highly recommend that. It's on Hulu. It stars Steve Martin and Martin Short, both of whom were just nominated for their SAG Awards, which were just nominated. So that's a really funny comedy. Also stars Selena Gomez. Check that out if you haven't already on Hulu.
And those two are comedy gold. I mean, if those two are in it, it's going to be good, in my opinion.
There's rumor that they're talking about wanting them to host the Oscars this year, maybe with Selena Gomez, and I think that's a fantastic idea.
I would be in favor of that, for sure. Now, circling back to Scream really quick, we just have about 30 seconds left. You have some free tickets to give away before we let you go.
Yeah, so people go to movieshowplus.com. That's my website where you can find episodes and all my full movie reviews. My full movie review of Scream, by the way, is up there. But if you go there on the main page and sign up for our free e-newsletter, we're giving away Fandango tickets to Scream, pairs of tickets. All you have to do is sign up to the free newsletter, and we're going to pick some people at random, contact you this week if you win. So do that if you want to go see Scream for free.
Awesome. Sounds good. Tom Santilli, film critic and co-host, executive producer of Movie Show Plus. Thanks, as always, for stopping by and chatting movies with us.
Great seeing you, Jen. Take care.
We'll be right back. More news after the break.